Hello and welcome back to Let's Go Gaming. As you can hear, I have a new microphone. Hopefully it sounds a lot better. I mean, it definitely cannot sound worse. Let's be honest here. Um, Apologies for the bad audio and the lack of the hotbar in the last video. I completely uh, was not thinking whenever um, I was recording the actual video itself and ended up cutting off the entire hotbar, but should be a lot better now. It should be showing everything. If I've messed up again, I'm sorry. I will get better eventually, I promise. Um, like I talked about in last video, I am going to go ahead and start looking at some ideas for the space that I've been wanting to make. And like I said last time, I'm wanting to kind of put my base up here on this hill. Um, if any of you have been following the Hermitcraft server, especially Mumbo Jumbo, um, he's been doing kind of a wheat down a hill type of design, and then kind of just mashing together a little house of sorts, and then he's doing like a giant thing on top of a mountain, like a cherry blossom mountain thing, kind of similar to his design from the last season. But I'm kind of wanting to go kind of similar to that route, but also incorporating um, some different elements and making it my own. So I'm gonna grab some materials real quick and we'll head on up over there. Okay, I'm now at kind of the general area um, that I was talking about now. I've got a couple of materials on me. I'm thinking about going ahead and removing just some of these trees in this general area for one, so that I can get some more wood. Because as of right now, I only have bamboo and jungle. Um, so I can go ahead and get some oak, some spruce, and some birch, just so I have some more options. But I have a small variety of some blocks just to get a general outline of what I want my base to look like. So I will go ahead and time lapse some of that for you, and I'll be back whenever I'm done. Okay, I just got done with clearing out some of these trees, and as you can see, the leaves are just despawning. That's fine. We don't really need any of these saplings or sticks or anything. Did I think that bee is part of that beehive all the way over there? At least I hope so, because if I accidentally broke a beehive when I was chopping down those trees, I promise that was not intentional. But I don't think this is thunder. I think I'm fine. Yeah, it's just rain. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and get just a base foundation laid out. I'm going to try to just go for a pretty simple house design. Um, and then we will go from there. So I will hop into another quick time lapse and we will go from there. Okay. Um, I cleared out just a little bit. This isn't too massive. But I'm kind of thinking about maybe expanding it just a tiny bit more out this direction, tiny bit more out that way, kind of doing this kind of general shape. But this is a pretty good beginning, I think, for right now. So what I've done is just cleared out a little bit of dirt. The grass is regrowing at the moment. Um, but what I'm trying to do is separate each of these little sections that I've made into different rooms, right? So I'm kind of thinking that the main entrance will be right around here. I'll probably push this back one just so I can have a double door. And then this will be some side of bedroom, and then we have a window right here looking out onto the actual jungle. Um, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna clear out just a little bit more of this section, a little bit more there, and I will figure something out with here. I kind of want to keep a natural vibe with this build, so I might try to keep like incorporate this as like a sort of bolder type of look to it. Um, so let me do a little bit more, and I will be right back. Okay, I just finished another one of my little time lapses, just to kind of show you the progress that I've made so far. Um, cut off the sun a bit right here, as you can see. And I was trying to kind of make this cliff face look at least semi-decently natural-ish to an extent, um, without making it look too weird. Um, I don't love this section right here. But what I'm thinking of doing is kind of leaving this general area approximately here and then doing tunnels, like one tunnel right around there, another tunnel that goes around there, and then having half of the base actually underneath here, and then maybe coming up from this level that we're at up here, and then coming out at the top here. That's kind of my current plan of action. For right now, I'm just gonna grab some more of this cobble deep slate and just lay out a couple more rooms. I don't think I'm gonna dig the actual tunnels yet. And in the time lapse, I did actually go down there and actually grab my bed so I can watch the sunset as I did in my starter base through my door frame. I do need to eventually replace this kind of section right here with some glass because as of right now, whenever I fall asleep, the sun kind of just dips below a little bit too much, and I kind of want to see all of the sunset from start to finish. I might clear out just a couple of these trees in this area as well, just to have the same effect. But as you can see from this general area, you can see the path that I showed in the first video. Um, and yeah, I'm liking this so far. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down some more cobble deep slate, and we'll have a look at what it looks like. Alright, so I just finished laying down some cobblestone. I ran out of the deep slate cobble. So what I've done here is anywhere that is too high is where I'm going to put a doorway. Kind of going back into some of the techniques that I've learned from whenever I did a tiny bit of, sorry, one second, I need to turn this down just a little bit. Um, just some tips and tricks that I've learned from whenever I did a ton of bit of Blender, because I went to school for a little bit of animation and some tips from an architecture class that I know that my brother took. So these are some of the doorways that are going to be right here. It's going to be a little one right here. Might open up a couple of these single doorways, make them doubles. Um, Depending on how I want to design each room. I left a couple of these just as open without any doors, This right here will be a doorway, and then, like I said before, the tunnel for this section is going to kind of go through right around either here or on the other side of this wall, and then we'll go one side around here, and then the other side around this general area. So I might have one go this side of the wall, the other one go around here, and then they'll both meet up in the center area, come up to a different build that's up here. So I'm going to kind of think about what blocks I want to start to use to build up this general area, and we can worry about the tunnels and this top section a little bit later. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and build up these walls with some of the materials that I brought, and we will see how it's looking. Okay, I am finally done with that time lapse. Um, as you can see, I did kind of run out of my andesite, but what I was beginning to do with this little section over here is I was trying to create some sort of textured shading kind of look to this, and I thought that the spruce matched up really well with the andesite. I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep the deep slate, although it does look good as a pretty good foundational block. But I definitely need more of it because I completely ran out. I do really like the look of the andesite in the jungle though, so I think I'm going to continue the jungle on top of all the rest of this. But as for the actual feel of the size of the rooms, and I did move this entryway just a little bit, this is still going to be a window. I just wanted to block it off just temporarily, just to kind of see what type of shape this is turning into, and to prevent any mobs from just being able to walk directly in, even though they can walk from up top there and through these other giant windows that I've not yet completed. Um, but as of right now, I like the size of these rooms. I'm gonna fuck that up. But I like the size of these rooms. Definitely need to do some flooring, get rid of this dirt, get some wood in, um, and finish up the rest of this jungle on the top. And yeah, I think that'll be it for the rest of this video. I'll go ahead and sleep one more time, and at the beginning of next video, I will go ahead and have all of the wood placed on top, and I'll try to find some more andesite, but I'll at least have all the jungle placed on the top and get started on the flooring. But as for now, I've been Let's Go Gaming, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.